And I'm going to be, oh, I can turn Ann's picture on. Let's see. We got Ann's picture on. We got
Michael Bathurst.
Mr. Michael Bathurst has joined us. What's happening?
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing really well. No worries. I've been all morning frustrating myself trying to set up software that I used to have, working on my OBS Stream Elements, getting ready to go live on my professional Twitch daily shows again.
Look, my dream has come true. I finally am in a broadcast with Bernie. Look at that.
Hello,
There.
hello, g'day.
Bernie. Okay, Grant, let me send it to you again. Okay, Grant, I've invited you twice. If you're on a phone, you have to go out, press go live to come back. When you get ready to press go live, you will see Great Saturday Morning, folks. Click there, and then you'll be joining us.
Grant's in hospital. Is that Grant from Melbourne you're talking about?
Yes, Mr. Grant's in the hospital. Mr. Abagaribi, what's happening, sir? Ann's looking out the window there. Ann, do you want me to put you on now or not yet?
You can put it's just my front garden, so it's fine, yeah.
Okay, I didn't know. You said you was improper,
Yeah.
so let's get we'll get improper Ann up here. Come back to here.
You can have a look at my plants.
That's it.
We're looking at Bernie's head. Oh,
There's
hold
Grant.
on. We got Grant here live from Melbourne.
That's okay.
Let's get
What
him
can you
over
say?
there.
I don't know what you can say.
All right. Hello, everyone. We're here with Mr. Grant, Mr. Michael, Mr. Bernie, and Miss Ann. Grant, what are you doing in the hospital?
Well, the doctor, when I saw the doctor back on Tuesday, they said that if you got UTI, and we'll give you some Cephalexx, some antibiotics, and if they don't work, you'll have to by Thursday or Friday, you'll have to admit yourself to hospital.
Okay.
So this is what's happened, and they've already put me on. I've already used up one big UV drip of antibiotics, and they're going to give me a shot of antibiotics, and I'll be in here for a couple of days. And
So it's just a urinary tract infection, no kidney stones?
No, they've just done the ultrasound of my kidneys, and that's all come up good.
All right.
Hey, and look at this. Oh, I've got to show you this. Good old hospital food.
Yes, looks delicious.
It does.
And my dinner is coming in an hour or two.
Hello, Debbie.
I haven't eaten since Whoops, Daisy. Yeah, I haven't eaten since this morning, since I came in. So before I came in. So I'm bloody starving.
You must be starving.
I am. But, Randy, what's the news with you, my friend?
I'm just worried about you. I've been watching you all morning in and out like a yo-yo. Everything's good with me.
Well, yeah, originally what happened first was I was in the ED or ER room where you get admitted to, and I came here and I decided to do a broadcast, and I couldn't find my earphones, and I thought, uh-oh, what have I done? I hope I haven't left them in there. I hope no one's going to knock them off. And so and so I spent the whole broadcast looking for them. I couldn't find them, and then when I went to get my kidneys, my ultrasound down on my kidneys, I put my hand in the pocket and found my earphones in my pocket. Because we don't have it.
She thought it was kidney stones also. Yeah.
Okay.
And hello, dude from Kazakhstan. Miram, what's happening, Kazakh dude?
So,
one of my first friends from Kazakhstan. Whoop whoop.
Johnny, be good.
I'm going to eat, but I won't talk with my mouth full.
Go ahead. Bernie can talk for all of us while we feed our face. Bernie.
Bernie.
Hey, what's been happening?
I am so excited to be on a broadcast with you. I've only ever seen you on a broadcast. I've never actually been on one with you. So it's been a glorious day already. There you go. I started it off right. Now, Grant and I did a broadcast earlier, though. Oh, look at that.
I did see that. I was watching that, actually, and listening. The problem is,
Kevin, I invited
like
you.
11 o'clock every night, Michael, and I'm lying in bed, and that's why I never come up, because I'm half asleep.
Okay. So I can't take it personally. All right. Okay. I won't then.
Yeah,
That's
but
Yeah,
it's like
Michael's
afternoon,
early show is hard to catch if you're anywhere outside of, if you're over in the Middle East, Asia, or in Australia, we really got to get up at daylight or be awake late at night to catch you.
Yeah, it's what is it here? 4:33 p.m. Saturday afternoon. So I'm awake. I'm on. I can talk. Yeah.
so how bad is that sandwich? Or is it okay? Is it, or you
No.
don't care? You're just so hungry.
I'll tell you, look, for those who don't know me, I'm Aussie and I hate Vegemite.
I'm Australian.
Yep. And you love Vegemite. I know. Look, everyone's, look, Vegemite is uniquely Australian, but it's not for me. Look, I could even eat, Bernie, I could even eat a sandwich of Vegemite at the moment. I'm that hungry.
Oh,
By the way, everyone, Vegemite is ground hamburger in grape jelly. Basically, that's what it tastes like. It's kind of strange, I've ate it, but I don't really admire it.
yeah, you got to get used to it.
Oh,
But a lot of people put too much Vegemite on their bread.
Okay, is that the secret?
Put a bit of butter and a thin spread. And then
Have you tried it, Michael?
No, the only time I've ever heard that, I think it was in a song, a Vegemite sandwich. It's a lyric in some song. I have to figure it out now.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right. The song is Down Under, from the man Down Under.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
he sings about the Vegemite
Men at
sandwich.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
only time I've ever heard that. I thought it was some rhyming thing they added. I thought, oh, all right. I learned something today.
I've heard
They
of it.
sell
it's a-
Marmite in
It is.
Canada.
It's a
Okay.
staple for us.
I've been marked. My name's up there. Beautiful.
Robert, how are you? Good to see you, buddy.
Robert, I invited you. You're welcome to join with us. I invited a bunch of people. Check your invites. They're all there. Johnny, I invited you. I've clicked on it. If it didn't come up, you just got to let me know. Sometimes when you press invite, people don't see it. It's kind of strange. I guess you got to.
Walt, mate. Thank you. Oh. And what else do you watch?
I also had it
Sea
on-
Monkeys from YouTube says it's very extremely salty.
It is salty. Yep.
Hello, Trina Lopez from Baton Rouge. Let me tell Trina to come on up here and join us too. So, Michael, what's the word of wisdom from Canada this morning? Any good words of wisdom?
Any words of wisdom? Be kind to each other. And listen, if you have a urinary tract infection, get in there right away because it could be a multi-day thing. But it is good for your HAPS record, and your numbers will go up. So you have to weigh it out.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Hey, Trina. Yeah. Well said. Well said.
I'm just glad you're okay. I was worried. I thought it was something. I'm not trying to be mean, but I thought it was something really serious, and I was like, "Oh God." Yeah, I hadn't been watching you all day, so I'm just glad that it's. But this could be serious if you didn't take care of it, right?
Oh, egg sandwich. Beautiful.
I actually like an egg sandwich. I know on those when I buy those at the store a lot.
Johnny Be Good is here. Johnny Be Good, there he is.
Randy, it's not egg.
What is it?
It's it's like a tuna or salmon. Oh,
Robert said he's coming on live from the hot tub. He likes to be he doesn't like to be appropriate. I'm sorry.
The hot tub, yeah.
Kevin, that's fine, mate. Thank you.
I like to expose myself.
Please don't. Okay.
Well, that was a very courteous way of saying it. Monty, sir, do you mind if I expose myself?
we should call this the old fart broadcast tonight. Look at this. Yeah.
No, we have Ann here, and I invited Gina Lopez, but I don't think she's seen it. I invited Kevin twice, but he said it's going to his email or something.
No,
I don't know. Maybe.
No chance of chance of any more ticket problems, Trina.
Yeah, this is kind of no, it ain't. Ann's in here. We can't call it the old fart deal because.
Well, you don't know that. It looks like the old plant. Okay, well, Ann is currently a plant and a window.
Right.
Yeah,
Try to do that Chevy
Don't
Chase
tell me
dude
she's
with a
in the
baloney.
hospital. Is she in the hospital too?
I don't
No,
know.
Anne's at
No.
home
No,
getting
I'm
ready
not.
for an afternoon soup cooking today.
See, I look at Bernie and I
Oh,
look at Randy and I look at me and I look like we could all be brothers. And I
Grant,
hope I'm the youngest. There we go. We'll go with that. But
Welcome,
Grant,
Muhammad Saad,
Grant
in the
will
I
do
reckon I'm the
comments. We
anything.
youngest.
thank you.
Grant will do
I reckon I'm the
anything
youngest.
just to
But
get a
look like
sandwich.
the oldest.
You'll do anything to get a sandwich, won't you?
Oh yeah.
We got to get Walt. Walt, you got to get up here and represent Ireland.
yes,
Tiara, come up
Yeah.
here. Help me. I'm with a bunch of old people.
Tiara.
that's right.
I think we're all relatively the same age, actually.
Yeah, yeah.
I
We
think
only think we're 30.
there you go.
Yeah, that's
Well,
it.
That's true,
Oh,
Michael.
Tiara, I haven't eaten since breakfast this morning.
Up here, I think I'm a lot younger than what my body will let me do.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah. Well, the mirror is a great reminder. That's
I don't like looking in the mirror.
No.
The mirror scares the holy hell out of me.
Kevin said he's 55. Same age. Everybody here is 55 to 65. They're in that 10-year area.
Yeah.
I'll take
Word.
55 any day.
I'm creeping.
So Bernie, how old are you?
I'm the same age as Kevin.
He's 42.
Oh, Bernie's the
40s.
youngest.
I'm the youngest bloke here.
Oh,
Out of we
man.
got, you're all in your 60s.
Ah,
Uh-oh. Grant's going to pass away on that one. It was nice knowing you.
He's gonna choke on this sandwich.
Oh, there you go. Walt's 55 as well.
So Grant, have they given you a timeline of how long it will be before things are normal down there again for you?
They've said a couple of days.
How do you know when you have this urinary tract? I mean, how do you know what happens, or do you feel weird, or what's the deal?
I said this to Michael before when we were in broadcast, and
Anne's
It's-
in the room. Anne's in the
it's-
room.
okay,
Ann
you
can
feel
handle it. Anne's
okay.
fine.
I'm
you-
not
you feel like-
interested.
you
Yeah,
feel like you're
she's
kissing
she's
right?
not gonna faint.
Brothers, come on.
that you feel like you're kissing razor blades.
Yeah, that's what Grant told me before.
It's just a real severe pain. You can't pee properly, and for 6 hours last night I had to get up every 2 hours to try and pee. Not nice.
I tell you what, I'm going to change the title of the broadcast. Pecker problems and people who talk.
I like old farts and misfunction better. Old farts and misfunction. There you go.
Grant and his razor blades.
I don't know. The worst thing I ever had down that way was that kidney stone. Oh my God. It was like trying to put a softball on a nostril. Ooh, it's painful. Kidney stones are rough.
I've heard about
Cup of Joe.
Luckily, so far, I've never had one. Thankfully.
Oh Lord. I went to the hospital thinking I was having a stroke. I didn't know what was going on.
Exactly, Dean.
Timeline when things will be normal down below.
Down under, down below.
Down under, down below.
For things like that.
Oh my God.
Ann is trying desperately to talk. Let her talk here, guys.
No, I was just saying. I think cranberry juice is good if you've got a problem with your waterworks.
What? Well, okay, I'm gonna take a note. What if my waterwork isn't working? I take what?
I think cranberry juice is good for it.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Bammer said, "Don't drink something." I never heard of subpine position. Huh?
Position. That's.
What is
that's
that?
got- I think,
I know
I
that
think,
one.
I think it's lying down.
Oh, don't drink when you're laying down. Okay.
Yes, I have
Kevin
things
had
to.
kidney stones. Yeah, he knows what they are. Did you ever figure out how the invite worked, Kevin? Or are you just being nice because you don't want to be up here with us infidels?
I'm unplugged at the moment.
So
Des.
Walt's not coming up. Where's Walt?
Oh,
Walt is looking for the
yes,
tasty
Walt, there
nurses.
are. I'm not going to flip the camera over.
I need a professional that works with OBS Stream Elements. Does anybody know somebody? I don't want free work. I'll pay you. I just need somebody who's a pro, not an amateur.
D, good.
Switchbits use OBS.
No, but I want a pro designer
You're a
that
pro
understands
designer.
Stream Elements, not your
Alright, okay.
average Joe, you know?
Piece of pea.
I'm above an average Joe. I want somebody who really knows. And the only reason I need somebody is because it'll save me from watching 10,000 hours of YouTube to tell me how to do it.
Derek.
I see.
Go ahead, Michael.
What do you want to know? What do you want to know? And OBS isn't that hard, buddy. You can do it.
No,
You
I'm
can-
talking about incorporating my Stream Elements for my design show that I do on Twitch, which goes through several different scenes.
Oh, that's
Become-
tough. Oh, that's tough. Okay, that's a different world.
No, I'm doing a production world, not just an OBS thing. Des, I think you have me blocked. I don't have nobody blocked. There's nobody I blocked. So there's not. Let's see. I'll invite you again. Really,
Yeah,
I don't
so-
have anybody blocked. I don't
Could it
block
be?
people.
Could it be somebody in the room blocking him?
Yeah, maybe. I don't block anybody.
The
There's
only real
no-
blockage we have here is Grant, and he's working on it right now.
I think the
I-
only person I blocked was a troll we had at the beginning, and it's some weird name. I'd have to look to see what it is. It was a troll account.
That'd be Des.
No, this was like
I just
some
killed-
crazy statement name, weird thing, you know.
Well,
Oh, you
well,
talked to me last night? Really? I didn't see it.
I don't.
Now you may have ghosted. I had that happen to me the other day. I was in
Hey, Gordon.
Blaine's broadcast, chatting and talking, and nobody said hello. I went back out. I went back in, and I got 400 hellos. I guess I went in there ghosting. I was on my phone, and it didn't. I switched the computer, and people seen me. Thank you for the award, Mr. Kazat. I can see your comments, Gordon. What's happening, Gordon Tron? Whoop whoop. We got you. Sorry if I forget your comments. Walt, we invited you up. Same, but Walt said he never blocked anyone. Yeah, I don't block anyone.
Walt's still in bed. It's 5:50 a.m. in the morning for him.
Yeah.
All right.
He's a bit
Not
lazy.
me. I'm in Periscope room. All right, Des. You were driving home last night and went through a security. Driving home. Oh boy, I don't know. When I'm driving, I miss a lot of comments. I basically
you
read
guys.
them when I'm stopped.
Yeah, that's okay.
You're doing good. I just see one bright patient.
Yeah, no worries.
Look, the nurse
No
is here.
worries.
oh yeah, time for a sponge bath.
Not too bad, thank
Hey,
you.
could you zoom in that camera, Grant? I'd like to see that nurse.
Still a bit hard.
Drop your phone on the floor and kick it over
Yeah.
near her.
Thank you.
He's
Behave.
stepping off now. He's stepping
Hey.
off.
Behave,
Hey,
behave,
out of this
behave.
toxic relationship, Tim Fan. You got a toxic relationship? Well, come on over to Hacks. We'll be untoxic.
Yes.
Hey, Gordon, welcome.
Time.
Bed bath time for Grant. There you go. The comedian is here. What's up, man? Welcome.
Hello, sir.
We don't
Well,
get to see the nurse. It's just not allowed. It's kind of like a weird thing.
He's being respectful.
Oh, okay. Well, I know I got in trouble for showing a nurse, and they asked me to remove the broadcast.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that happening. I can see
Well,
that
it's
happening.
against the law in America. We got HIPAA things. Something about privacy, and you're not allowed
Yeah.
to show other people. You can show yourself, but you're
Mhm.
not supposed to show other people in the hospital. So they called me. They were really nice about it. They said, "Hey, would you please just remove that broadcast? We'd appreciate it." I said, "No problem. I understand."
You are here now.
Yep.
Hey, Dean.
I was doing a broadcast during the week and I was in the doctor's surgery. No problems.
I hear you, Dean. I need fiber to broadcast on that dusty highway. Yeah, yesterday I had lost connection so
Oh,
many
no.
times.
It's clear today, man. Everybody's like crystal clear. It's really good.
No,
It's a
they've
good
done
time of day to be on, exactly.
they've done a good job. Yeah, kudos to Pablo and Peter and all the HAPS team. They're really working overtime to make it better for us.
Yeah,
No,
they surely are.
it's pretty amazing considering where everyone is located all over the world here. We're all talking to each other like we're in some conference room somewhere.
Mm.
Yeah, look, yep, exactly. Yeah, I'll just give you an elbow and yeah, Randy, yeah, wake up, mate.
There you go.
And,
Yeah,
and
my
Bernie,
brief background is I've been working on my studio production for my Twitch, and then I'm working on a studio it's for an education trial run. I'm doing an e-university, and I'm waiting on the schedule of events to come so I can see what level I start at. We're waiting on numbers. I have a university professor helping me, and I'm not sure how much longer until he's ready. He's doing it on his side time, so I can't push it. We're going to do an e-learning and start out teaching English for free, and then from there we'll go into more things.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, I have somebody helping me with the curriculum. I have the professor helping me with other things, trying to get me hooked up so I'll be accredited.
Cool.
Uh-oh. And
I- No, I think she got a phone call from a loved one.
oh,
I think my intuitive side says Swift something. Might be
PB
me.
said Grant's on his deathbed and on Randy's house. True support. That's the support right there, buddy.
who said that?
Where's Ann
I'm
gone?
glad I haven't got
Is Ann there?
Ann went down. I guess it says
No, she's
X.
gone
I
down.
guess she dropped out.
She got a phone call. I could hear some phone ringing.
Okay.
I've got two devices going, and I'm seeing things better on my mobile than my iPad. I'm seeing everyone's picture on my iPhone.
There's
No,
no,
the iPad
there's
I
no
see-
freezing up here, mate.
He's got a friggin' studio set up in his bed. Jesus.
Cup of Joe.
Grant's got 12 cameras and 6 lights.
Hello.
He's got a crew there going, my lighting isn't quite right.
Hey guys,
In 1, 2, 3, pecker shot.
Yeah.
Woo.
He's
Hello,
got the best
Sierra.
lighting of all of us, I think, here. What's
do,
this?
do, you want, do you want to
I
press the
think it's
green button?
Sierra.
That's
What is
that's if I
that?
want, that's if I want the nurse. I just press that green button.
No.
Yeah,
Hello,
I've got
Benita.
I've got the power.
Are you in the
Hey,
ward yet,
Benita.
Grant?
Pardon?
Are you in the ward?
Yes, I am, mate.
Oh, yeah.
All right, the comedian, let me know what you have. Send me a private message on Twitter and I'll catch it, a DM.
Oh no! Look, he's here. Vanessa Breland's here.
Who's that?
Vanita. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yes. Here.
Anne said she left because she got booted out twice.
Oh really?
Yeah.
What?
That's a bit
That was
Wonder
good.
how that happened.
us.
That's okay. Maybe sometimes it happens. You know, some days at home, I have a signal that's phenomenal, and then other days it's just terrible. My internet fluctuates.
I got a
So
key.
Grant, are you using your phone like as in Wi-Fi from the hospital, or are you using just your
No, I'm my normal data.
like? It's incredible. Like
Yeah,
he's
he's charging his phone from the heart thing, you know.
yeah.
Hey, Alicia.
He's plugged into that heart monitor with his USB cable.
Take care, Des.
You got the pick
Um,
elector?
You got Space Gal here, buddy. Space Gal's in the house.
Tittersville.
Where's Space Cow? Oh, good. What's up,
She's
Titus?
here. Yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce that name. Tittersville.
Titusville.
Just say Alicia. That's her
There you
name.
go,
I don't know how
Alicia.
to say it. It looks like Tittersville.
Bernie said it's Titusville. He's ready to log in.
He thought it was a porn site.
I'm glad I haven't got a problem that's made me that hurts when I laugh, because this has been a killer.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Hi, Space Gal.
Hi, everyone.
Good to have you here.
Welcome, Alicia. We're glad you're here. Help me. I'm with all these dirty old men talking nasty. I need some support.
You need some support. I got it. I got it, Randy. Get the whip out.
Thank you. So what's exciting in the world of NASA space rocket watching?
Actually, there was new photos that came out that I was going to do a broadcast on tonight, but I kind of changed. I have a migraine, so hey,
Did you
Tiara.
say new or nude?
New pictures came out
Oh,
of drilling, and new sound audio came out from Mars as well of them
all I
drilling
heard
into
was
rocks.
something about nude and a migraine. Remind me of being at home.
Yeah. I'm so over it. MMA for money.
MMA, what's happening?
Titusville.
They
I
got
love
some
that.
more.
Who's saying Tittiesville?
Well, I don't know how to pronounce
Bernie,
it.
he said Titsville.
Every time you
Well,
come on,
wait.
it's Titusville.
Funny thing.
I don't ever say it properly. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. It brings back a good memory. The first time I brought my kids out to the Space Center and we came through this town, my daughter goes, "Why is the name of the town called Titsville?" She was very young, but it was so funny.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Chris.
Look, you want to know what's really creepy, y'all? Someone the other day clicked "Hello from Titusville," and I'm going, wait a minute. So I messaged him, like I messaged him, and they're like, "You live in Titusville, Florida?" Because there is a Titusville in Pennsylvania. He goes, "Yeah, this guy lives literally up the street from me.
Oh wow.
Literally. And he's a scoper, and I had no idea who he was."
He probably
ran
moved
into
down
him.
there to be next to you. I'd be careful.
Yeah. No, I don't, Randy.
I'm playing
It's
around.
not
Pierre,
sitting
are you
next-
coming?
Sorry, I was going to grab the AR. It's not sitting next to me.
No, you can't. Yeah, don't do that. We're on YouTube and Facebook. We get
Oh,
yelled at for that.
I have all mine shut off. Yeah, I can't do it on. No, I can do it on YouTube. You can't do it on Twitch.
No.
That's the one.
Chris gave us a picture. He's fully
Chris,
vaccinated.
delete that picture. Delete it,
It's heart machine's just going
because
off.
people
Why?
will
I know.
copy it and use it for their own. CDC says do not post those pictures. Just delete it. Delete it. Delete
All
it.
good.
There you go.
Yeah, people have been copying them and passing them off as they got in the vaccines.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You get all these great tips here on Randy's broadcast.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So you're
Yeah,
not
you don't-
supposed to show those.
A lot of pain today.
Is it a weather thing when the air pressure changes or anything like that for you?
With my migraines,
Yeah.
stress, weather, my neck, my back. It's just a lot of. I get two different types of migraines, so it just depends on which type it is. And this is like a pre-migraine, so it sits in the back of your head down low. And I take my medication, and it's keeping it back there. It hasn't gone into a full-blown migraine, so but it's annoying.
Do you find that if you're in
TMC,
Randy's broadcast, it helps? Like it helps alleviate the pain or heightens?
No, the lights are their lights are starting to bother me, but it's all right. As long as I'm relaxed and not stressed, I'm good. And I'm never stressed with Randy. So
Aw,
or any
see?
of y'all. So
Y'all. See, I know how to say it too.
y'all.
Y'all come back
Y'all.
now.
Y'all come back now. You hear?
Gordon said he went to Florida to see the space launch in 2011, but had a fuel sensor issue, but has seen the space shuttle on the launch pad.
That's
All right.
very cool.
Yeah, if you travel to go to those space events, it's like a 50-50 shot. Is it going to launch or not? So if you live there, it's cool. But if you're traveling a long way, it's
I
kind of
slept through the other one at 3:13 in the morning. I slept through it the other night.
there you
I
go.
didn't even hear it.
Well, they're getting so where they're doing 2 or 3 a day, aren't they?
No, they can't do 2 or 3 a day. You can't get range clearance. just for them to even give range clearance on back-to-back launches, it hasn't happened. It's always been at least a day between. Even though they get scheduled, they end up canceling them for some reason. So it's a
Alicia,
lot.
Somebody asked, yeah, I've been in Saudi on and off in the early 90s. I have a question. Does Canada or Australia have a space program?
They both do.
Oh, they do?
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Australia.
TMC. I've been in Saudi many, many years.
Yeah, Australia's is brand new actually, and they're gonna actually they're talking about building a launch pad over in Australia as well.
They're still shooting.
Look at Grant. Did Grant or did you guys not know this?
Yeah, I knew they were doing something here.
Oh, okay.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Grant said, is this a senior citizens club? Yeah, this is Randy. I'm hanging out with these old people to give them support.
They just put a lot of money into the space thing.
Yes.
Australia.
He
Correct.
volunteers his time for us. It's so kind. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I'm
so
here
much.
at your
Derek,
senior
Derek.
daycare center. Hi, this is Randy Orton. You're live from the senior daycare center.
There.
We lost
Derek used
you.
to do it in South Australia. Then Derek Hockey just said he used to work with the teams launching from Wollongong in
Hey.
South Australia many years ago, but now they've got a new thing.
Right. And then
Um,
ESA is the European Space Agency, and then you have the Canadian Space Agencies. But you have to realize that it's a collaboration of all together all the
Well,
time.
Derek says he works at the one in the UK, the British teams.
Yeah, the
It's
ESA,
Woomera.
European
Woomera.
Space Agency. Yep.
All right.
Can I give a shout out quickly to Derek Hockley? He's one of my drone fly mates here in Australia from Adelaide.
Derek, you have been invited to join the senior citizens movement.
Randy, I'm gonna beam down. I've got a couple things I got to do before I head to bed here. But thank you. It was nice seeing all of you. This was fun. And Grant, get
Thanks,
better.
Michael.
Good
Thank
night,
you.
Michael.
Thank you, brother.
Yes.
Michael, we appreciate you all.
Thank you, sir.
Mike.
Bye, Space Gal. You be good to yourself.
Yep, you too.
See you, Michael.
Bye.
Cheers, brother.
Johnny Be Good is back. His camera was black for a little bit. I work in the one in my head. There you go, comedian. Nothing wrong with that.
Someone's messing with me.
Was it?
I don't know.
I'm going to jump down for a moment too, Randy. I'll be back.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
go grab another migraine pill. Hang on.
There you
Where you
go.
going, Bernie?
See you soon, Bernie. You're welcome to stay. Whoop, Bernie done. He didn't even give us time to talk to him. He just said, I'm out of here. Bye. I gotta go. Yeah, I mean, when you go that quickly, Mother Nature's calling you to that porcelain throne. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
And no, you only run that quickly after 50 when you got to go to the bathroom. Ty, what do you take for migraines? What's the name of it?
Maxalt.
They have something here called Immigrant.
That's the new one.
Man, I used to have migraines like a decade ago,
Yep.
and they gave me one of those, and it within 3 minutes, no more headache. It was a merry, but all mine stopped. You know, mine was related to a deep sinus infection that I'd had for
Okay.
many years, didn't even know it.
Yeah.
I'd been
right.
to every doctor, and you know who found my sinus problem?
Yeah.
A dentist.
Thanks, Anne.
So, Randy, I used to have sinus issues, but I've had. You ever hear of a UPPP? Have you ever heard of that?
I have not heard that.
Okay, so they removed, the punching bag in the back of your throat,
Yeah, the thing that hangs down there.
the uvula, right? The palate. I've had all that removed back there. So, because I used to get really bad strep, and it used to hang down the back of my throat, and I used to at least go, and I could make it flop up on the top of my tongue. So they went in there and yeah, I know. But they went in there and they cut all that out, and they did my deviated septums. It was nasty. It was nasty. It was a pain in the ass. I used to choke on my own thing in the back of my throat. It was disgusting. So, but they
Pain
cut
in
all
your ass. You just told us it was in your mouth.
It is, the thing that hangs down back there.
I'm playing with you only. You know that.
So, but yeah, I've dealt with migraines since
I thought she said something else too.
no, I've dealt with migraines since I've been about 15 or 16 years old. I've had them. So, and I've been
Okay.
on all kinds of medications. So it's usually just easier when I get like this. I usually go for 3 or 4 days. I'll go to the doctor and they give me a shot.
By the way, Grant, we invited Derek. Did you get the Derek, did you see it or you're busy?
I didn't
I'm
get the first
catching you
invite
guys stuff on
originally.
your Facebook thing. I usually watch it, but I guess you guys are doing it when I'm asleep. Be kind. Wow. Hello and good morning, guys. Hey, what's happening? Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Elisa. Sorry.
It's called a UPPP. They cut away your palate. They cut everything away.
Wow.
Everything back there. It's probably the second worst surgery I ever had. Rotator cuff was the worst. And then that. It's like eating broken glass. I don't know how else to describe it. Because you're
Okay, Derek, I clicked it 2 more times to invite you.
Totally. Vanetta, you're.
Oh, that's your bed. Is that someone near you?
It sounds like he's been kidnapped by an alien and they're probing him.
I saw the bar going up on Grant's thing to know it was the noise coming from him. I was like, what the hell is that going on in the background?
It's definitely not me.
Dean said, I have a double UVULA. What does that mean? I invited you, Dean. I'd like to know what a uva is. It sounds like something a Smurf gets. What do you got? I got uva. No, just joking with you. Don't be upset with me. What's up, Red Road NBS? Whoop whoop. Hello and welcome. We're a bunch of young people here. This is a high school class reunion of 1924.
Vanetta, please.
24. Hell, we'd all be dead.
What?
We'd all, yes, we would, wouldn't we? That would be a good thing.
In Gwinnett County.
Again?
No,
Cameras?
they have them by South Gwinnett.
Hey, I'm doing good. Red
Vanetta, I
Road.
don't have to look cute.
Benita, you were invited twice too. I guess
You know
you're
what
being.
the limit is there? 30 miles an hour.
They've been in the school for
Well, at least this is passing the time
Hey,
brilliantly for
there
me
you go.
before,
It'll make it go
before Jenny
by.
comes
Give you
in.
something to do. Brenda said, Johnny, it's hard to hear you when you're talking.
Who's talking?
He's not talking.
I'm
He's
not
not
talking.
talking.
That would make it kind of tough.
Johnny's taking it all in.
There you go.
I'm the elder in here, so I get to do what I want.
Benita says, I'm waiting for a pest to call me. All right. There's nothing wrong with that. We have Bink the Beaver here. What's up, Bink the Beaver from Twitch? Oh my God.
Where the hell do you see? Oh, okay.
Where did he come from?
Oh,
That's
Lord.
got to be your Twitch.
No, I don't. I'm not allowed to multi-stream because I'm a partner and associate.
Oh, yeah, I'm not. I have mine turned off. I already know I have all mine turned off. So,
Yeah, I got a
It's not
check
me.
from Twitch yesterday again. Thank God. They give me a check out of the blue. My advertising gets so big, and they send me a check automatically.
yep.
Still no invite. Okay, Derek, let me try to do it manually then. Hold on. I wonder why he's not getting the automatic invite.
Well, I didn't get the first invite.
You have to go out
Derek,
of
you're
your
invited.
Yeah. Yeah. You
go
have to
out of your broadcast.
Go
Go out of your broadcast and go down to the little, what is it down there?
Go
A
live.
bell?
Go live.
No, it may not. Sometimes it don't show up in the go lives when you go under it. Sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes it don't. So I'm trying to think. It's not a bell. Oh yeah, the bell icon. And you'll see the notification in the bell icon. And you can click on that and it'll bring you right to the screen to come in. It's there, Derek. You gotta go out of the broadcast to your bell at the bottom of your main page. Sometimes it's not popping up on the phone. I always have to go out and go in.
That's what she said.
Uh,
Johnny had a moment. Welcome to reality.
she may have been on the phone, Bernie. Did you ever think of that?
Do you know when Bernie and Vanita were here, when Vanita was here last year,
Yeah, she was on
back
here.
in February, I invited them to go see a band, but unfortunately, just before COVID started, and unfortunately, there was a double dipping and a double booking, and I never got to meet the great Vanita, and I haven't met Bernie yet either. I know. So it will happen very, very
It
soon.
will happen as soon as she gets there.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to, while we're here, I'd like to invite everybody to make a direct deposit to my bank account. I'm very inviting and I don't mind.
I can give my PayPal or,
I'm just playing with you.
Yeah, I
I
know.
added Space Girl. Gordon added you. Whoop, whoop.
How come Haps?
Oh,
doesn't
thank
take
you.
PayPal?
Johnny's trying to speak. I can't hear him.
How come Haps doesn't take PayPal? I wonder.
Thank
Why
you,
would
Cup of
they?
Joe, for sharing. I don't know, because they're selling coins and making a commission. They don't want to undermine their own program.
Well,
That's like bringing your own gas to the station. They don't like that.
Yeah, they would have to be paying someone. They would have to be paying.
oh,
Yeah, they would get charged if you guys use PayPal too, because it's a business account.
I got
Okay,
it.
I think Derek must have something going on. Should I uninvite and try again?
Yeah, I would do it.
Okay, let me go here to Derek. Derek Hockley, uninvite. Now go back over here and re-invite. Derek, can you put a comment up so I can re-invite you? No problem. I'll do it this way.
Cup of Joe was in here earlier, but he was in like Twitter or Periscope or something.
Yeah, he's here, but I couldn't invite him either. He's on another
He's in
account.
Periscope now. He's just
Okay, I
telling
invited.
people to
No, I
come over here.
invited MMA for money. A lot of people. I took some of them off. Maybe it was a congestion.
No,
Randy, those different meats look yummy. Oh, they are good.
Cup of Joe is putting Randy's invite link there so people will know where to go when he
MMA for money. You've been invited if you want to come up and share your wisdom.
Okay.
We're here giving. Oh, Derek made it. Here he is.
Come on, Jason. Jason, come on up.
Yeah. Right. How are you guys? Bit of a bad lighting there. I might go just somewhere a bit different if you'll excuse me. Keep talking.
No worries. I'm going to stay here, but I'm going to lower my bright green down. And if you don't mind, Grant, can you introduce Derek to everyone? But I'm still here.
Yeah, okay. I'd like to introduce you to Derek Hockley from Adelaide, South Australia. Down in here, he's west of me, about 8 hours drive. Wonderful friend and senior Mavic Platinum Pro pilot, and absolute gentleman. And he was the one that actually sent me a huge email with a long list of things that I should do and shouldn't do, and really set me off on the right course for flying drones.
Well, he did a great job. You're good at flying them, so he's a great instructor.
Well,
what are we looking at there, Derek? Go ahead and talk to us. It looks like a hole in the middle of a glass table.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. I think my camera's turned around. That's better. I'm just moved out in the garden. I just moved out in the garden.
Grant, I need to talk to you and him both because I'm just about to purchase a drone myself. And that's something I've been wanting to do for a long time. So I could use you guys' opinion on, I've been looking at a DJ and then the other one like you got, Grant. And I'm just kind of sitting in between right now. So I'm not sure which way to go
Thank you. Thank you, mate.
I'll shut up.
What are you looking for, Johnny? A drone?
Yes. One that about flies itself.
Well, I think the best bet is for us to have a get together on a channel special, because
Right.
it'll be fairly long and intricate.
That's good. When,
And,
if
and
we
you really have to look into U.S. laws here
realize
versus their laws, because ours are a lot more, I think, strict.
Yes, I have an Air Force base right next to me, so
You
I
can't.
Know,
So
I know
first,
that.
you
can't-
probably won't even be able to fly, because I can't fly where I live with Kennedy Space Center. There's nowhere in Titusville I can fly.
I can just go 400 feet where I'm at, but I can go 10 miles east or north and go to 12. So, but I don't see any reason to go over 400 myself.
Yeah, we can't even lift one up here, and Kennedy Space Center will turn around and call the local police and let us and
Yeah.
say, hey, this person's got a drone up, you need to go
Yeah,
to them.
That's fair enough too.
that's what the base does here.
Yep.
Yeah, I have similar here in Adelaide, South Australia. I have 3 airports which overlap me completely. I have to travel at least half an hour to get out to fly my drone.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
We're
can
looking at something, Walt.
well, Derek, I think it'd be nice if one day that you did a broadcast about, or maybe a few broadcasts, like Drone 101 from A, B, C, and D. We'd all appreciate that if you could share. That would be very nice.
That would be awesome.
Yes, I've been considering, but our friend here,
If we can get
Grant, I've been having
back.
some health problems, so, but things are getting better. So, yeah, I will look into it.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. We'd appreciate that.
Yes. You hear that, Grant?
Yeah, that would be awesome. Oops.
You
Yeah, we'll do a duo, Grant and I.
there you
Yeah.
There you
We'll
go.
get
A
Walt-
duo
we'll get-
broadcast.
We'll get Walt into it as well, because Walt's got his.
Yeah, Walt's
drone.
down here telling us
Yeah,
it sounds
yeah.
great. Yeah, we all would like to do that. God bless
Well,
you.
that's
Freestyle, welcome. Yeah, Derek,
Yeah,
we
so-
really appreciate that. I'd love to be educated on something. You know, my first drone experience, they had to call the body shop to fix the dent in my neighbor's car.
That's
Well, I don't know if you know, but we were broadcasting as a group of us in Australia, Grant's in it, and we broadcast live during our flight, and we could do that through Periscope in conjunction with Periscope Producer. We had to use 2 devices, but coming into HAPS, we can't do that yet. They're talking about it, but I think it's pretty low priority. They're looking after the majority, and I don't blame them.
I really would like to get into drones, but my problem, the first one I bought was just, I had no idea how to use it. It had no auto features, and I never got over 2 meters without hitting a building, a car, or a tree. So I gave it away to a child who flies it perfectly.
Absolutely understood.
I've
I
got
would, every time I would pick up, it would just fly away, and I couldn't control it at all.
I've got a helicopter that I've parked.
Obviously, you're handling the camels better than the drone then, Randy.
Yes, those don't hurt me. The drone, I was hurting other people. I about broke a window out of somebody's house. I got tired of apologizing.
That's true too. You hand it to a kid and they'll take off right with it.
Yeah, I gave it to a friend of mine's son in 5 minutes. He was a professional. He's flying everywhere. He was doing great. I don't know why I couldn't handle it.
That's
Just to just change the subject a little and just to fill people in. I used to come out from England to fire rockets at Woomera from about 1963 right through to 1980. And I so liked it out here. The last trip I did, we stayed. We like it so much here.
Fantastic. So this was a hobby, or you were in the business, or?
Oh no, it was the British research vehicles. You probably wouldn't have heard of them maybe, but we had about 23 rockets we fired under a name of Black Knight, and we had 3 rockets on another project, which Black Arrow, which we finally put a very small satellite into orbit, which is still running now, 30 odd years later, but just putting out a bit of a beep beep beep. But yeah, it was some interesting times for me.
I bet it was.
I was involved in telemetry, looking at all the data being sent back from the rockets.
Did you guys have any fatal mistakes where you did something went really wrong, or was it pretty smooth?
Well, the Black Knight, we never had any problems, but we had a problem on the Black Arrow where we had to blow it up within seconds of leaving the launcher, because one of the controls on one of the rocket motors went open circuit, and we just blew it up. Frightened the living bloody daylights out of us, I can tell you. We were underground, but we still felt it.
Jeez.
Yeah,
like
so
when
what? They
they
all have a self-destruct in them in case something happens?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Elise.
have to.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was here when they did the abort, and they blew up the abort test just to see what would happen. They had to blow up the rocket part, the capsule jettison away, but the rocket they did blow up on purpose, and it was, no one knew what we were going to expect, and it was just friggin' amazing, like when it blew up. But I've also been there when oh my God, I can't think of the name. The SpaceX rocket blew up on the launch pad for a static fire test. I was actually in the park next door when that one blew up. It's scary when they blow up. And mind you, I'm always within 3 miles when I'm at the Kennedy Space Center. I'm always within 3 miles of the rockets. So.
Welcome, Kevin, California guy, and welcome, Dean's Head.
How are you guys doing?
Dean.
I'm reading all this stuff by half. Am I supposed
Go
to
ahead,
read it out
California.
loud? What is
Oh, I'm just chiming in on the whole space shuttle thing. My stepdad actually worked for Rockwell at NASA, and actually I got a chance to go and see a couple of the space shuttles take off up close and personal too. And then my sister got to meet Sally Ride when she was like 11 years old.
Yep.
Pretty cool. Yeah, because initially they lived in Titusville, and then they moved to Cape Canaveral.
That's where I live, Titusville.
Yep. Yeah. There's a couple of people on here. There's another person that I bumped into. I forget what the name of the gentleman is, but he actually is from Titusville also.
I met him just the other day in Grizz's scope. Actually, that's where
Yes.
I met him. I saw him hello from Titusville, and I asked him, like, Titusville, Florida? He literally lives right up the street from me, like within 2 miles of me.
Yeah. So did you ever go to Bunky's in Satellite Beach?
Yes.
Oyster Bar?
Yep.
Yep. Hmm.
I
Grant's
tell you
about
what,
to
like
leave.
people uneducated. Everybody here is a rocket scientist. I'm just a hillbilly.
I'm not no rocket scientist. Don't ever claim to be one.
Grant is just about to leave. I'll just wish him goodbye and best of luck, Grant. I'll be watching how things go.
Oh, you're about to get out, Grant?
Bye, Graham. Feel better.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Have a
Much
good day.
appreciated.
Feel
Much
better,
appreciated
Grant.
for you.
See you later.
Yep, I'm going to put my phone back on charge now, and
Keep us posted.
I will. Much appreciated. Thanks, Linda. Thank you, Walt. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Randy. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you, Derek. Great to see you too, mate. That's why I'm starting to freeze up a little bit, because my phone's getting hot too.
Blow on it.
Cheers, everyone.
So,
All right. We have Dave saying
Cheers, mate.
hello from Wellington, Florida, by the way, of Davao, Philippines. What's up, Dave? Welcome.
So Gordon here is talking about the Artemis launch. So March 18th, I will be live streaming the green run tests, which will be the full 8-minute duration test of the SLS rocket. When that test is done and it's a go, they will ship that rocket here. And it will be mated up with the rocket boosters, which are already done, which I did a tour of the VAB with those boosters and Orion capsule being handed over to NASA. So I actually did a little thing about it, a little bit of it this morning. I showed a video, and I was there actually when all that was going on. So, but yeah, so hopefully everything goes right. They found a valve issue, and that valve issue's been fixed. And actually, a friend of mine in my broadcast, his nephew actually worked on the SLS booster. So I got some inside information. He messages them.
Welcome, CJ Music. I invited you. If you didn't see it, let me know.
Hey, CJ. Hey, Linda.
Linda, I invited you also. If you're going to come up, it'd be shocking. We'd like to see you.
Now come join us, Linda.
Let me try it again. Some people don't, I guess it don't work all the time, but it ends up being okay.
Well, when you sent me the invite, Randy, I was initially on my iPhone, and then I just decided to jump on my laptop, and it's a lot easier to see the invite on the screen.
Yeah, it's a little hard on the phone, depending on which model you have. I have a few struggles myself when somebody invites me on the phone. Ricky Long Island is here. Hello, California dude, laughing my blank off. Thank you, Ricky Long Island.
Good old Ricky from Periscope.
Ricky, we're going to invite you.
Hey, Randy.
And invite you. Yes, Alicia.
If you look here, see the red dots in your notification under HAPS? That's an invite, the red dots. That's how you know you have an invite. So you can just click on those and it'll bring you to the screen to come in. And it's under the bell icon at the bottom. So you have to go completely out of the broadcast and to that screen to find the invites.
Linda says she's at work. CJ says she's busy too. No problem. She's doing some resting.
Yeah, well, I was using an iPad here, and I haven't been joined the group before, and I was getting no notification, but I think the lady there said I had to go out, and yes, I had to do that on my iPad also to get back into the group.
Right.
Yeah, it's different for every device, which is kind of a struggle, you know. I use a laptop, an iPad, an iPhone, and an Android, and each one has a different way that I do it. So I have to remember every time I grab a device what I'm supposed to be doing.
Well, we used to get the pink button on the iPhone, but it disappeared.
Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave you. Thank you very, very much for inviting me in. And Randy, I will look into that, doing something on about drones to help people.
Derek,
so, thank you, everybody.
We really appreciate you coming in. Thank you for your words of wisdom. And we can't wait to see if you have time to show us how to do the drone thing so we can actually learn also. Thank you very much.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you for coming in. We appreciate you, sir.
Thank you.
All right. How did I get wide?
Because we're in landscape and other people are in portrait, I think.
Oh, okay.
Johnny's in portrait, so.
Grizz, you were invited too if you've never seen it. Comedian says, hi, bye. Good night, all. Have a great day or evening from Brenda. Brenda, do you want to come up or you got to run away? Let's invite her. By the way, everyone, I advise everyone on HAPS being a beta, fairly new program. If you follow everyone in there and they follow you back, it helps create your audience and you can sort out the morons later.
Yeah, that block button works wonderful.
Don't even go there.
I actually don't block anyone. If you block somebody, it hides your broadcast for other people. So I don't block anybody. You know, I just don't worry about it.
I have 2 people on my block list.
Yeah.
I only had
Yeah.
1. Now I have 2. Because 1 was banned, so I don't have to worry about that one no more. being
That's
on my
the one
list.
I don't have. Yeah, that's why I don't have them anymore. The one person I had blocked got kicked out of Periscope, so now I don't have
Right.
to worry about it.
Right. So, and I keep getting this one person has me banned. So I finally saw her name and I was able to ban. It still stops. I can't watch a broadcast. I follow you, Randy. She ends up in there and I get thrown out, and it pisses me off because I really enjoy I enjoy the broadcast.
Yeah, I can't go into what is it? I don't know who. There's a couple of them there where somebody is always with them, and it boots you out when you go in or something. Anyway, it is what it is. Space Force on Netflix. You know what? I started watching that Space Force, and then I fell asleep. I'd like to watch the whole thing.
I've never
Kevin,
seen it.
what are you doing out in California?
It's interesting.
You mean for work wise?
Yeah, work, life,
Okay.
hobbies. What's going on out where you're at?
So I grew up in Northern California. I was born in Southern California, and I've just lived in California all my life. When my mom moved to Florida with my stepdad and all that stuff, my sister left with her. But I ended up staying with my dad. So I've always been in California from day one. And I went to Long Beach State down in LA and went there and kind of got lost in what I was going to do for a career. So I kind of fell into
Long Beach State. I used to live in Atherton Circle Apartments.
Oh, nice.
I lived
Yeah,
there
did
5
you
years. I know you know where it is.
Yeah. Did you ever go to the American Billiards?
We used to go to Yankee Doodles.
Or that's what it was, Yankee Doodles. I got it mixed up with the other
I
one.
was a regular down at Yankee Doodles.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I love 2nd Street, and it was like right on the edge of 2nd Street and going into Ocean Boulevard or whatever
That's
that
it.
street was. Yeah.
They had some of the best food and a wing place there that had some herb wings. Oh my God.
Yeah, that place is good. I do remember that place. Yeah.
I
But
can't
did you
remember
ever
the
go
name
to
of it.
Tommy's?
I've been to about every place on that street 1,000 times.
Oh,
From
yeah.
there, from Belmont Shore to Seal Beach. That's where I was always at.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you ever go to the place called Midnight Espresso? It was a little cafe.
I don't recall that.
Oh, okay. So it was a little independent cafe, and basically I went back there. Well, I was there during college, right? And we'd go there all the time on 2nd Street. And then I went back later, like a few years later after I graduated, and just so happens I was in the area, and I'm like, I'm gonna go hit up, Midnight Espresso and see what this coffee shop's going on. And it was a Starbucks. I was like so disappointed. They were
My
corporate.
hobby was hopping on my motorcycle and headed down to Ortega Highway with a bunch of guys to see if how fast we could go without dying.
Nice. Yeah, I definitely miss down there in Long Beach. It's quite a fun place to be, that's for sure.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. So anyway, continue. Sorry to interrupt you. You're just talking
No.
about things I knew about, and I'm going, my goodness.
Quite all right. So yeah, I ended up just graduating with a useless degree in political science. Worked in the state capitol and did some other campaigns and stuff like that, just kind of up and down. But then I ended up living in San Francisco like for 13, 14 years. And, I still kind of tried to do the whole political thing. I didn't want to ever be a candidate. I just wanted to, work in this system. And because, you see these people in big positions and they make good money, and, it's a public sector, and you're giving back to the community and stuff like that. So I thought, oh, it's going to be a purposeful job. I'm not just selling shoes. And then, you can make a good living too, right? It's stable, it's solid. And then it was just like a roller coaster, like working in the state capitol and everything. So I opted to go a different direction. And long story short, I'm in the medical field. So nothing to what I went to school for at all.
I was never attracted in any way with politics. I don't know why. I have a cousin who's a senator in Florida, and they're all into it, and they are always spending their time. I don't want to go into names because I can't be naming senators on here. I'll end up in jail or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, half the family, they really into that politics, and I just really never admired it.
Yeah, I guess I
It always seemed like they spent more money than they made to be elected.
Yeah, true. But yeah, I never wanted to be like the politician. That wasn't my thing. It was more like being one of the bureaucrats. They just made good money. So I was like, oh, that's stable. And that sounds interesting. And, you know, it's a current event. I mean, politics is a current event. It's history in the making. So, you know, you're either going to be part of the solution or part of the problem, you know. And, you know, it depends on which side you're on. I mean, people are going to look at you, you know, because they're on one side or the other of the fence. So it's all relative.
He started as a prominent lawyer, and then he wasn't happy with the direction that his area was going. And he got into politics from being unhappy with the local things that were going on in his community. And he was lucky enough to be elected a senator.
Yeah, I think my idealistic views when I was younger turned into realistic views as I got older. And just kind of, I don't know, I kind of got just numb by the whole thing and the whole processes and stuff like that. I mean, I'm still a news junkie and all that, and I like politics and all that, but to be involved in it, I just saw so many cutthroat things, like it just wasn't for me. It's not my personality. So, I mean, I kind of fell into it, but because I was interesting at the time, but I had no clue what I'm
saying. He's into activism, no stability, so I work in the healthcare too. Okay. Grizz is telling us he's got the biggest interview of his life. The world's going to bust. The internet's going to break. Michael Wall Street, a.k.a. Grizz Network, is getting ready to have the biggest, largest, and most fantastic event in history. Woo-hoo.
Yeah, Chris says we're very similar. So there you go. Yeah, we all got a bad taste in our mouth from it.
Politics always has a weird turn. I voted for Donald Trump. There you go. I'm in bed. Thanks for the invite. Oh, you're in bed, Grizz. All right. Sorry about that. I had to push you in the bed. I don't know. Anytime I dabble and just try to watch some of the commentary in the news, my problem is I don't hear the story, but I take the attitude and the demeanor of the broadcaster or the journalist. I look at that prior to I hear what they're saying. You know, when I see somebody who's snobby and disrespectful to other people, and they're trying to provide a story, but you don't have to demean those who disagree with you. So those that sit there and try to bring me a story, but they want to demean other people who don't agree with them. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't cooperate with that. If someone thinks different, you don't throw them in the trash. That's nonsense.
Yep. And it's not news no more. It becomes opinions.
Yeah,
very true. Very true. I think it's changed a lot. I agree.
Yep.
Yeah, even here on HAPS, there's one journalist that just I don't want to name names, but it's just like, why does he have to be so demeaning to everybody when it's really annoying, you know? Salam Happy from Pakistan.
There's ones that are very demeaning to women even more than men. So
yeah, it was kind of weird. It's kind of really put a bad taste in my mouth for anything related to journalism.
Yep.
I mean, I like news more for the fact that it's current events and things happening in our world more than people's opinions. So
I like current events and public interest. I'm not into any other realm of biased, one-sided, or demeaning reporting. You know,
yeah,
it gets people demean other people every day, year after year. It's like, geez, don't you have anything good to say in your community? And who are you helping by being on a cheerleader of demeaning people? You know, our whole life is about bringing others up and not to be putting them down daily. I just find that to be not a good way, you know.
It wasn't the way I grew up. That's how I see it. It's not as I grew up, you know. I lived in a divided household.
Well, I grew up where you only demean people after they were your best friend. Then it was accepted. But if they didn't know you and you talked to them in a downward way, God help you.
Yep.
You don't want to talk to that guy that way. If you're not his friend, he's not going to accept it.
Right.
I think that's one thing I appreciate about Randy's like broadcasts that I've been in a few times. Like he's just totally like respectful to everybody. I mean, if somebody gets out of line, I really appreciate that in a broadcast. You know, just keeping everybody like evenly keeled and nobody gets out of, there's no drama. So
Yeah, not to
really
get too carried away on the drama. I still have my haters though. I have a few people who block me because they don't love me. That's okay.
I love the haters.
Your teeth
I
would be
don't
gone.
see that
if you had
person
an
no
issue with
more.
it, yeah?
Randy,
Huh?
I don't see that person no more. I think I was blocked by her.
Oh, are you? That happens.
I don't see her no more. That's all I
I
got.
got the faces of Antifa. What? I don't really understand what you're saying there.
He's talking about his political activism, like he got in Antifa's face and stuff like that. But what do you gain from that, Chris? It's easier just to walk away than fight with people.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
know.
the whole saying, there is no winning in politics.
No, there isn't.
Everyone, it's just an opinion and whatever you are brought up in.
Italians now, he says, even Randy's troll like Randy. Yeah, I talk to my trolls sometimes as long as they're not being mean to other people,
I talk to my trolls.
And as long as they're just not demeaning other people for no reason. If you start talking bad to people in the broadcast, you're out of here. Sorry.
Yeah, you gotta have thick skin to be a broadcaster. And
Oh my God. Some people get so easily and they run off. And hey, man, you better have some really thick skin. It's not going to be perfect. And people are going to say things to you and about your family that you can't imagine.
Even if you are trying to be the nicest broadcaster there is, and you never, promote any of that, it's going to come your way regardless.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how humble and sweet you are. I seen somebody the other day picking on this lady evangelist. I don't know why they decided to attack her. A group of people went in there and they did it slowly. They first started saying nice things and she interacted and they all, they wore her out. And I was like, oh man, that's no way to be. The lady was in her 70s. She was a sweetheart and she turned it off. She was so shocked.
Yeah, you can't take things personally, and if they start, you just got to ignore them. You can't engage them at that point. You either block them, ignore them.
Yeah, she had a group attack her. I guess she must have said something about a group. I don't really know. I was just roaming around, and I just stayed for a while because I was amazed. I'd never seen a group attack somebody.
That's pretty brutal.
Yeah.
It makes me wonder what's the point of that.
I'm sure she was anti something that people didn't want to be anti of.
Mm-hmm. It just seems like such a waste of energy. It's so much so much easier to be nicer to people and get to know them and see the positives in people. I just don't get like all the negativity in the world. And I mean, It's always been there. It'll always be there. It's just something that,
It's easier to stay neutral as a broadcaster, like Randy does and stuff. I do it. I stay neutral. I listen. I try not to talk about it. Number one in my broadcasts. I try.
I have a lot of problems with not just with the neutral and how you're saying, but I have a problem because where I live,
yes.
Here in Saudi and the Philippines, there's no such thing as racism. So when people come into a broadcast and half of my friends are not from America, and people start talking these things and this right and that right, people get confused.
Right.
Because here, it doesn't matter who your color, where you're from. Nobody treats you different.
Right.
Nobody is superior. I mean, there's no such thing as that. So it's really strange when my international crowd mixes with the American crowd. They get kind of puzzled. They don't understand a lot of it, It's like, well, what does that have to do with anything, That's purely an American creation. Whoever created all that, it's kind of strange.
Definitely is. I agree.
Yeah. Well, that's nowhere else. In the whole world, nobody talks about any of that kind of, it's not even thought about.
And no one talked about their political affiliations back in the day too, as we were growing up, and how you voted or what you did. Our parents kept that, very, very quiet.
Yeah, growing up, I wasn't into politics. I was into panties, and that's a whole nother story we'll talk about later.
Well, invite me to that broadcast.
Sorry about that. Try to throw some humor out there to get this politics stuff out of the over, you know. That's what I do occasionally. I throw some off of the wall nonsense in there to break the spell that politics will put on the people. Go ahead, sir.
I have a question. Like, so how long has HAPS actually been around? Because I noticed when I first got on here that, well, because everyone was leaving Periscope and I saw it, you know, listed. And I noticed when I first got on here, there was a bunch of journalists, like a great number of journalists.
In 2018, it was a left-wing journalist agenda-based network. And they had people going around being independent live reporting from any little event. And I guess it didn't work out. So then they went in and did the whole social media revamp, and they changed it over to this type thing. But you still see the hardcore left agenda somewhere there in the background, and they still haven't erased it. And some of their old-time broadcasters are still in that realm of biased, one-sided reporting. It does leave a bit of a bad taste, but now that the community here is a generalized community from around the world, I can see the larger community is actually helping put the biased community a little to the side. You know, it doesn't matter whether you're left or right. There's no reason for anybody to get up and so the general community is structuring the way forward, perhaps, is what I see.
I see Randy going in those leftist ones, and I love how he stays so neutral with them. I
talk to anybody.
You do.
Let's just talk real, man. I don't care what you think.
And you want to hear them and get their opinion on something, and they try to explain it, but then you see it in a different way. So it's nice to see, and it's actually a good conversation.
I don't antagonize people. I really want to know, why do you think like someone or not someone?
I agree.
Yeah. Keep it neutral.
Yeah.
Actually, one of the guys in the NASA community that I work very closely with was originally on HAPS, and actually Mark or Brett reached out to me and asked me that he would love to see him back here, but he runs another company. But when I see him, the next launch I go out to, I'm going to go talk to him and see if I can't get him to come on with me one night.
Mr. Ben Fayez was like Edward Stream. He's going to be a family type broadcaster with good spirits. He'll start Thursday. Somebody asked him about it. Yeah, Edward, he's the guy that has the funeral business or whatever you call it out in California.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, so he's going to start on Thursday doing some broadcasts, but more along the family level and motivating people and stuff.
But he's been doing broadcasts.
Yeah, but he's going to do a show now, a complete professional show, and get, not just saying hello and SSS and everybody this and that. He's really going to put his content down and put thought and creativity behind what he's been doing for years.
And no politics?
No, he's not political. He's just family type guy. Husband, wife, children, how the family can prosper, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah. I know who he is, so.
I'm back after wishing my fiance good night. Welcome, Bernie. What were you getting ready to say, Kevin? Sorry, I cut you off twice. I didn't mean to.
No worries. So he's in the funeral business?
Yeah, I think he's into funeral and preparing for your death and the whole spectrum, I think. When you helping the loved ones get around it and going.
He worked with the funeral homes as well.
Yes.
Okay. My thought was just that business must be dead, that he has a lot of time on his hands.
No, they do a lot of consultations, actually. They go in and help people plan what they're going to do. And, this planning for afterlife, I think they even do estate planning so people won't get stuck in probate.
Gotcha. Interesting.
Go ahead, Johnny. Sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say before he did that people were just dying to come in to see him.
Yeah, he's into the whole complexities of it. He's not just a mortician. He's in the whole planning your departure, for you and your family.
Gotcha.
Well, I don't know if you guys see it, but around the world, I see the elders pass away and the family stay in a probate court for 5 years. It's
Yeah.
amazing how people will fight over anything,
I was
and it
in
happens
probate.
a lot.
I was in probate because my father didn't have his will redone after my mother passed away, and he didn't probate my mother's will, which didn't help me either. So
Ryan
it caused a
Richardson,
lot of
kick your
issues.
ass. Welcome.
It cost me
Yeah, I definitely can get messy.
$5,000. It cost me
Wow.
$2,500 to probate each will.
Yeah, it's good if you don't want your family to be upside down and have a lot of troubles. A living
Well, I mean,
will is a good thing to have that you update each year.
well, yeah, and he left it in a trust until I was age 30, but I was 50 when my father died, or 40 when my dad died and stuff like that. So, but certain states you have to probate, but this state you didn't. And my father's will was notarized, and they don't do notarized wills anymore. Oh, it was a mess.
Oh Lord.
It was a mess. It was a mess. It was a mess. Thank God the attorney was still around that drew up the will.
Well, you were lucky. The only thing I've ever been left in my life was an electric bill and a water bill.
I was left a lot of problems. That's what I was left, and begged my father not to do it to me like my cousin went through with her mom and dad's. So the banks lock everything up. The bank was actually the trust, but they gave up the trust because of my age. But they still could have took it. If it was over $1 million, they would have took it and took their part of it.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with all of it. I've never had enough money to worry about who I'd leave it to.
I hear that.
I don't really I'm not a cash person at all. I've got property, and that's my wife and kids. Whatever they do with it, God bless them. I don't even have it in my name. I don't have nothing in my name. I don't worry about it.
Yeah. Well, with this place that I own, I actually added Jesse's on the house. I never had Jesse's name, but here I put Jesse's name on. So if something happens to me, it's nice and easy. I'm dead. My name gets removed. His is there. He don't have
Hey,
to be
Veda,
added.
I just invited you. We don't know you, and I subscribe to you. Come on up. This is Veda Ashley. Hello, I've invited you. Get on up here. Let's meet you and talk to you. We want to know what's up. Johnny, are you falling out of the chair?
Dude, what happened?
What's up, Veda from
Wow, that
Los
looked like
Angeles?
a butt crack there for a minute.
Veda, you've been invited if you can figure out how to come up.
I'm sorry.
There was Randy's panties.
I was turning the phone around to see if you turn it one way, it looks zoomed in. If you turn it the other way, I was hoping it would go further out. And
You need to find a table or something to prop your phone up on, or get yourself a little stand, like this, that you can put it on. And then you don't have to hold your arm out like this and stuff, because I know your arm gets tired and everything. But having a little tripod is amazing.
All right, now hold your horses, grab your pants, open
Did I
your
do it?
doors, and
You did
welcome.
I did it.
Here we go.
Hi, guys.
Hold on, let's get you here where I can get you.
I'm in bed. I just got in bed.
Veda, my name's Randy. Hi, what's happening? Miss Veda, tell us about your fantastic self. I'm sure many people know you. I can see in the comments everybody going, hi, hi, hi.
I should scroll down so I can catch up with the comments too.
Hi, Gigi.
So, whoa, I'm really not up to date, am I?
No, you had like 100 comments before you got up here.
What?
You had 100 comments before you walked on in, but now you're here. Let's hear them.
My name is Veda. I just started using Haps like a week ago, but I used to always stream on sorry, I'm not picking my nose. My nose rings backwards. I used to always stream on Periscope. So I tried it out about a week ago, and I've just sort of been feeling it out. I usually do like performance stuff or just like vlogging, but it's always a wild card. So
Well, hey, that's wrong. Well, welcome. I'm surprised I didn't stumble upon you over in Periscope. Maybe I have.
that's super honestly strange. I mean, I guess there was I haven't used Periscope for probably the last maybe 3 years. So like 5 years ago that I was really doing that a lot.
If I could pause for a second, everybody make sure you click on Veda's name and follow her. That way, when she goes broadcast, everybody needs to welcome somebody when they're coming. I just clicked and subscribed to her.
I did
when you
too.
See anybody coming in, subscribe to them. They deserve a good audience to put themselves out, and you may make a community, and you may find a new good friend. Veda may be our best friend for life. We don't know.
Yeah, it's true. Honestly, so many of my friends from Periscope are now on Haps, and it's like reuniting. Because it was such a good community over there at one point. And
I have so many followers, but on 7 different platforms. A lot of people don't want to come here or go there, and you end up. What do you have? Like 290,000 followers?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not that popular.
Oh, just a million? No, somebody wrote 290.
Like 20,000. I'm like new. I'm starting fresh again. So.
Oh, you're doing it fresh again. Well, welcome. You'll get up to 100,000 in a few days. I can tell it. You got a wonderful smile and a good attitude. I see a bright future here.
Thanks, guys. So
Hey,
what
really, welcome.
do you guys do on here? I'm literally just popped in because I was like just looking for someone that was live.
Okay, well, I guess we'll go around the circle here. I'll start and then I'll hand it down and we'll work it in and out. I've just been broadcasting just daily life when I'm traveling around. I'm from Tennessee. I live in Saudi Arabia. When I'm not in Saudi Arabia, I'm in the Philippines. And I'm on every live stream you can be. As you can see, I have my green screen here because earlier before here, I was doing my Twitch. I do a Twitch show daily also. And I'm all over and I just do it as a hobby. Nothing, I have a real job.
As a guest in someone else's stream the other day, I think. You had the green screen. I don't know, maybe not.
He's in a lot of people's
I mostly live and work in Saudi Arabia. I'm a business development director for a communications and security company. So that's the real job. And this is just something I do as a hobby for something to do.
Yeah, that's exactly what I just said earlier. I was like, it's just a hobby that keeps me positive, really.
Kevin,
So.
I'm handing the mic to Kevin. Go ahead.
Okay.
So I actually started streaming on Busker live broadcasting. I don't know if you're familiar with Busker, but Busker.
I went right from Periscope to Busker.
Yeah, so I actually learned about Periscope first, and then I found out about Busker, and I kind of like was doing both, but I was actually on Busker a lot more because of the community was a lot like Haps, in my opinion. Like it's a tight knit group, and the staff actually were participated in the communities, and you know who they were. Unlike Periscope, where it was just kind of a
Like, it was like Fruit Cup and stuff.
Yeah, Fruit Cup and Kit Kat and all of the crew, back on Busker. Yeah, so Gigi's in here. He was on Busker. Grizz, Mr. Wall Street there. He was. So I know quite a few people on Haps already, just because of the Periscope connection and also the Busker connection. So yeah, I did both of those live streaming, and that's kind of where I developed the whole Haps interest.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Alicia, tell us what you're doing.
Well, as you can see, I'm a NASA nerd, and I have media access to the launches. So you'll catch me out there doing all kinds of NASA stuff, talking about things that are going on in NASA world.
That's awesome.
And otherwise, we just kind of do coffee chats and we just chill out. And I have a good group of people that have been around for a very long time because I've been doing this almost 6 years. So
Awesome. I
you
do
know.
coffee talks too.
I'm a
Are you
coffeeholic.
now? What time
I'm
is
still
it?
drinking it.
Yeah,
Huh?
What time is it? where you are?
2:08 a.m. I'm in Florida. Literally, I live right outside Kennedy Space Center. Like literally,
That's cool.
I'm a hop, skip, and a jump.
I did see your NASA sign when I joined the viewer, and I was going to ask about it. So that answers that question.
Yeah, I'm originally. You probably hear it if I say coffee or water. I'm originally from Jersey. I lived right outside New York, and then I moved to Georgia and lived there until I moved here. I love it here.
Cool.
I love Florida.
Johnny, be good. Enlighten us with your words of wisdom and tell us anything you'd like to tell us.
Well, I'm in Oklahoma, and I started Periscope probably about 4.5 years ago or so. So I had a friend introduce me to it, and then I ran into Randy and mostly just followed him around for the last several years, and even over into HAPS. And I didn't broadcast very much at all in Periscope, but after coming to HAPS and Randy showing me some ropes and stuff like that, I started broadcasting some, and a lot more easier for doing it over here than it was over there. But it had a lot of negative attitude out in the audience, you might say, over there in Periscope.
Didn't it? Got icky.
Yeah, they kept chopping me up in bits and pieces, but that's okay.
You know what? If you made it on Periscope, you can broadcast anywhere. That thing got so vile.
App ever. You can broadcast on Periscope. You can literally do anything.
Yes, you can live anywhere. It was so terrible near the end. Oh.
I actually blew up on accidentally. I was just like so sick of watching people and seeing people be so mean that I just went on one day. Like I didn't know what I was gonna do, and I just like took my lightsaber out. And remember how on Periscope, like if you didn't have a username, it was just like a picture of an egg. And I would just take my lightsaber and I would just slash every time an egg would come in, and it was called egg slashing. And then suddenly I had all these followers. But the whole reason that I even got a following was because I was like blocking like the trolls and stuff.
Yeah.
But then it just got so out of hand. And that's when I went over to Busker. But then Busker died. And I saw that Jessica's in the stream. I don't know if you guys saw her, but she said she went hiking with Fruit Cup last week.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah.
You'll see it's like day and night coming over here, and
so nice so far. I mean, I hope it stays nice.
I believe due to the registration process, that's going to keep it fairly nice and friendly. It won't be perfect because of multicasting. I mean, you're bringing your trolls from other accounts, which you can't control really. But as far as the regular HAPS community, I don't think, the registration process is a little intense compared to others. So I think that'll be, that should work out.
And the problem scopers have found out that they're not welcomed here and that HAPS community won't put up with it. So they've gone to Twitter Live and, oh my God.
Instagram and others.
They're all
OnlyFans.
Discord.
Only Faces or something.
Say what?
There's another place where the Cash Apper people win.
Well, they're on Discord. Yeah, Debbie just said. I couldn't think of the name. They're over on Discord.
Yeah, but Discord is just for private user groups. I have a great following on Discord. We all communicate, and I just recently started doing my Twitter Spaces, doing an after show that was kind of unique. I'm just playing around. So, Miss Veda, what are you going to do? You're going to stick around? I see still a lot of people saying, "Hey, Veda, Darth Veda, where's Veda?"
Talking. Yeah, Yes, Haps should call Fruit Cup if there's any problems. He'd be able to fix it for sure. I don't know if I missed the other comment.
They'll pass through your broadcast and check on you, see if everything's all right.
Yeah, they came in like my first one that I did, I think, and I didn't really know what I was doing. My first broadcast, I just like signed on because I was like sad.
Nobody did.
Actually, yeah,
you're in good company.
I'm slowly learning. I've only done about 4 streams, I think. So, but I'm gonna try to get the 8 day in a row award. I'm going for that.
Oh, yep.
There you go.
8 weeks or.
Again, I'd like to do another plug out. Veda, will you put a comment, say hello twice so people can click on and subscribe? If you make a comment, they just click your name and they can subscribe. It works very easy. There you go. Veda said hi. Click on Veda's thing so she can subscribe. You can subscribe to her easily. Veda Ashley from Los Angeles, California. She just gave you Saturn, Moon.
My favorite. So excited that the Saturn emoji is a thing.
There you go. I'm going to let's all load it up with hearts so you can see it later. I got a heart there. Everybody click on it, give it a heart. There's thumbs up, 3. Everybody click on it so we know you can see it. We know you're still active in the room. Welcome, Miss Veda. Thank you. Now when you're there, we can all invade your privacy and go up. Debbie Mack, welcome. Veda there you go.
All right, guys, I'm gonna hop off, but I just wanted to say hi. I'll keep in the chat, but I'm just gonna start mellowing out for the night. I broadcasted for 3 hours. That was a long time for me.
Wow.
I'm going to be even more discouraging. I'm going to run away because it's 10 in the morning. I need to go to the pharmacy. I need to get my laundry. My cat would like a new food. I have so many things I need to do that my day requires. So as every day.
Saudi Arabia, or that lives in Saudi Arabia. That's cool.
Yeah, Saudi's pretty cool. It's a chillax place. It's kind of misrepresented. Once you follow me around, you see Saudi's normal as it can be, you know. Chillax, great people, good place.
Awesome. Well, look forward to staying in touch with you guys, and I'll see you maybe in one of my broadcasts too. But
we're gonna see you. If you pop in during my waking hours, I will be clicking on you, and I'll come in there and try to motivate some spirits. Come here.
Awesome.
Come here. Earl, wait a minute. I have some. Come here.
All right. A special shout out real quick to Hizzy on here.
Hi, Earl. Earl.
All right. Earl's saying goodbye, everyone.
Earl,
He wants to move food.
He said, "Don't show me. Don't show me."
That's my big Earl. Anyway, my big old fluffy kitty cat. All right. Any parting words, Kevin, Alicia, Johnny? Anybody have something good to say?
Good night, everyone.
Make sure you follow Kevin. You got to follow Alicia. Follow Johnny, everyone.
Follow
Veda,
everyone.
in the comments. Veda, you missed. We were going to let Earl talk to you personally, but you left him.
He doesn't want to have it, Randy.
He doesn't want to deal with it. Bye, Kevin. Bye, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
We're in the broadcast. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We really appreciate you. And I just want to say thank you. Bye for now.
Good night.